Long before ownership was economic, it was existential. Human beings have always lived with uncertainty of weather, of food, of death, of one another. So we built systems to steady ourselves. We learned to name, to claim, to bind. Land became mine, truth became ours, relationships became sealed, and God became singular. Belonging became conditional. These weren't accidents, they were survival strategies. Ownership was never just about possession, it was about control in the face of impermanence. If truth could be owned, it could be defended. If land could be promised, it could be protected. If love could be formalized, it could be secured. If identity could be fixed, it could endure. Religion, marriage, borders, property, hierarchy, they all arose from the same human longing. Make what is fragile feel stable. And for a long time, it worked. These systems gave people meaning, continuity, and order. They reduced chaos. They made life predictable enough to survive. But every solution carries a shadow. When ownership becomes sacred, relationship becomes secondary. When truth is possessed, curiosity becomes dangerous. When people are bound by roles, growth feels like betrayal. Over time, what began as scaffolding hardened into structure. What once protected began to constrain. And now we live inside that tension. We inhabit a world that is fluid, interconnected, and rapidly changing, while still relying on institutions built for a slower, more fragile age. We are taught to own what cannot be owned: ideas, people, certainty, identity, even the future. And when reality refuses to cooperate, scarcity takes hold. We fear losing what defines us. We defend what we've accumulated. We divide the world into insiders and outsiders, haves and have-nots, right and wrong, chosen and unchosen. Not because we are cruel, but because we are afraid. Yet, something is shifting. We're beginning to sense that ownership is no longer the highest form of security. That control does not create safety. Connection does. That meaning doesn't come from possession, but from participation. That what we truly need to survive this moment in history cannot be hoarded. The future is revealing a different ethic. Not ownership, but stewardship. Not domination, but relationship. Not certainty, but shared sense-making. This doesn't require us to discard religion, marriage, or tradition. It asks us to let them mature, to move from owning truth to cultivating wisdom, from binding roles to conscious partnership, from accumulation to circulation, from fear-based control to trust-based collaboration. Ownership was never the destination. It was a response to an earlier world, and now we're being asked to outgrow it. Not by tearing it down violently, but by loosening our grip, by recognizing that nothing meaningful is truly possessed. Everything is held for a time. Land, love, knowledge, life itself. And when we stop trying to own what is inherently alive, we don't lose meaning. We gain responsibility. Responsibility to care, to listen, to participate fully in something larger than ourselves. This is not the end of order. It is the beginning of a more relational one. A shift from fear to trust, from scarcity to sufficiency, from possession to belonging. And perhaps that has always been the deeper invitation hidden beneath the structures we once needed and are now learning how to release. Thanks a bunch.